Wishing everybody a good morning from here in Melbourne. I hope you're all doing okay. Realising there's some fairly big and intense energies coming into the planet at the moment, and a lot of people's physical bodies are not coping very well with them. It's not just you. This is normal. You might be feeling really, really tired, really anxious. It could be a lot of headaches or head tension, physical aches and pains. There can be an awful lot going on during this sort of conditions. So hopefully you're all aware that this is happening, and that can take some of the anxiety out of it. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just pretty intense right now. And do all of your self-care things like drinking plenty of water, getting adequate rest, moving your body and getting some movement exercise. Really important to connect in natural places. Try and get outside, feet on the earth, sit on the earth, go to beautiful places, do things that you enjoy, be with people who fill your cup, that nurture you, go to places that nurture you, bathe in the ocean, go for a swim, sit in a bath full of Epsom salts. Water really helps us assimilate at this time. Get out in the sunshine if you can, some sun on your skin. Little things, but they do help get you through. And just understand that this is happening right now. We're being upgraded. There's an awful lot we're shifting through. And, it's a good sign the world is changing. It doesn't always feel comfortable, but we will get through it. It won't last forever. So hopefully that little piece helps you. So I guess I ask you to, just as usual, welcome. Thank you for joining us, whether you're here live with me or whether you're watching the recording. All good. I do appreciate having you with me. And let's prepare for, get into the state to receive the energies that I'm bringing through, and also you're welcome to bring through your own. We trust that this love and support we offer to the earth is going to find its way to exactly where it needs. We probably have our own priorities individually of where we would like, to send assistance around the globe. So please feel free to follow your own agenda there. I've brought in and asked for many levels of assistance out in the higher realms, so we can trust that this will go where it's needed. Just as always, just take the weight of the day and current life off you for these few moments we're together. Come into space that's present, that's grounded. Allow some peace to fall into your system. Be receptive to the peaceful, loving energies flowing through. Just come down again out of your head. Allow all those thoughts and concerns to just fall away momentarily. Drop down into the heart space. Use your breath to fill the heart chamber with light. Allow your out-breath to release all tension and worries. Release any physical pain and discomfort you may be in. Feel yourself grounded and supported. And let's begin. I'm bringing through, channeling our favourite energies, frequencies of light, frequencies of love, of hope, of peace and calm. And we share this with the world, bringing it through assistance of all of the crystals within the earth, amplifying and moving our intentions throughout the planet, the network of trees, that communication that also wanders throughout the earth, through all of the song lines and the ley lines of the earth, assisting this work to move through to the places where it's most needed, where change most needs to be brought through, where also ease and assistance needs to be brought through, support and nurturing, and this overwhelming variety and frequencies of love as our leading thing that we're bringing through. And working to stabilize the axis of the earth, her connection through to the rest of the universe, flooding light into Gaia's own heart space, where I'm deeply connected right now throughout all of the passageways through her own nervous system and the collective nervous systems of all life within and on and around the planet, assisting to bring more harmony, more peace, expanded awareness, allowing us to be able to assimilate and work with these new energies more easily, allowing all of the light coming in to be assisted at this time for each and every one of us, so that ourselves, speaking to all of ourselves at a, yes, I can do that, I can bring in and speak to every single cell of every being that's joining us right now and tune into this frequency, this transmission, and offer aid and ease and assistance in assimilating these new frequencies, this high rate of change, and allow it to simply accept and know what to do with it, to assimilate all of this with ease and grace, to be more and more entrained into the flow of the universe, of the universal energies, the wonderful, beautiful waves of assistance coming through at this time. For that's what it is, even though we are not used to it and can feel uncomfortable, it is all assisting energies. And if we can understand and realize that, that may be helpful to some. So just with the breath, allowing a little more ease, a little more letting go. Our nervous systems tend to go into, a bit of a reactive phase. It feels scary, it feels different, we don't understand what it is, it seems to put up walls. If we can reassure our systems that this is all beneficial, even though it is unfamiliar, and perhaps allow it to be more inclined to stop resisting and to receive a little more, and then the symptoms may be less challenging for us, less stressful for our systems. Allow to just practice ease and allowing responsiveness, receptiveness. Sometimes a way to practice this is to tighten up your physical muscles in your body and then release them. Perhaps you can anchor this into your breath, create a bit of flow, and just notice the ease that is then allowed to flow into your body system as a result of doing such simple physical exercise. Allow your throat to open and soften where possible. Bring your attention to your brain, to your head. Allow it to release. There are many, many individual sheets of fascial tissue within and around your body, which at times like this can become quite tight and restrictive. And again, if we bring our attention to these structures and we bring and invite in ease and release and flow, we can encourage this highly educatable substance within ourselves to let go somewhat. Allow more ease into our system, which will also allow the assimilation of these energies coming through. And I hope this is making sense to you and being received by you, and this is helping to make a difference to those of you feeling not so much at ease at the moment, that with each breath further into this moment, we are anchoring into our individual ever-present now moments, greater flow, more ease, more allowing, more receptivity, more flow and more love. To accept, recognize and allow that love, to allow this to ripple out from us, to send the invitation out to others to partake in and join us in our state of ease, in the calm space that we provide at this time, that we offer to the world. Each moment, creating out of the chaos, grasping the opportunity to create more order, but new order which is in alignment with universal flow, with universal laws, with heart-centered and love-focused frequencies, which simply will bring into play a natural progression of an easier time moving forward into the world currently being created by each one of us, as we each bring in our unique flavors, our unique colors, our unique frequency, as we one by one, piece by piece, move billions of individual pieces around the one free space, which is the present moment, creating together the magnificent image of the future that is to come, the world we are creating, in which absolutely everyone has a place, is respected, is loved, is supported, and receives and enjoys a life filled with abundance and love and nurturing, and enough challenge to make our life interesting, and to encourage us to move forward, to be creative, to make positive changes in the world, to keep looking for improvements, but to do so without any suffering, without great upheaval, without anything hugely problematic needing to come into play. We bring in and we accept and rejoice in a life with, I don't know about you, but with far more ease and enjoyment in it, with a more relaxed feeling, where we can feel at ease, where we can trust, where we can feel safe. Safety feels like a big theme in much of the work I'm doing at this time, because of course these tumultuous times, these times of great and very rapid change, can discombobulate us all and make us feel a little unsafe, because we don't know what is next, what is coming. We don't know how to function in this. We may not recognize how we're feeling right now, how we are behaving. So stepping more into that energy of trust, through which I recognize we first need to build in more safety, and a little touch of curiosity will help keep us in that sweet spot where we can navigate these unknown waters, these unfamiliar pathways, with a little bit more ease. Allow, and we look for also that we can recognize the assistance that's there and on offer for us at this time, recognize the opportunities that sit amongst the chaotic rubble, and understand that sometimes to rebuild we must clear old things away, which isn't fun to be in the middle of. But when we understand that we have a purpose in this, we can get in and get through it. It's like, a housing renovation, for example. We know that it gets messy before it gets better. To create the order we require, to create firm foundations on which to build upwards from, we need to sometimes undo and release what has been there before. And clearing that rubble can be difficult at times. But when we know at the end of it we're creating something meaningful, there is a purpose to it, and we know that we have a hand, and when we get involved and get our hands dirty, we have an influence on what is being built and what is to come, and know that it will suit us because we have chosen and exercised our free will at each stage. And so if we can bring that analogy out to the greater world and what is happening around us now, that may be helpful to bring back a sense of personal power. We can choose what we do within these moments, even if we don't get to choose a lot of the external factors moving around us, we can choose who we are in this moment within this, and what we choose to do, and how we choose to bring ourselves to the table, how we choose to interact, whom we choose to interact with, who we choose to say no to at this time, how we choose to open ourselves up, and where we choose to restrict access to keep ourselves safe, to keep ourselves calm, to keep ourselves in an acceptable state of being and not being overwhelmed. It is okay to do this. So as our time is coming to an end, I'd like to acknowledge and thank each of you for jumping on with me. Remember the recording's always there. If you happen to have, had an interruption to the transmission, you can always jump back and view the entire video later. It's in many places. You'll find it in the text beside this, below or above this video. Feel free to share them with those you feel might benefit or be interested. And again, thanks and acknowledgement to each of you, to the vast teams of guidance who stand in circle around and with each of us, to Lady Gaia herself, to the higher light energies, the ascended masters, the energy of Sophia, many, many frequencies, beings of light, earth elemental and angelic energies and beings that stand with us during this time, the earth herself. So as we gently return back to our each individual bodies and places upon the earth, I encourage you to land gently and softly within your own space, within your own body. Again, allowing your breath to guide you in, help you to feel grounded and connected, at peace and present, feeling yourself in your chair as you perhaps start to move, bringing the blood flowing again in your body and throughout, feeling very calm and at peace. I hope that has assisted you. If you feel to in the comments, let me know where you're from, where you're at, how you're doing, if you found this helpful, what you might like to see in the future for me to bring through for you. Remember, I'm here on behalf of the 1 Million Meditators movement, and thanks again to them for bringing me to even more people, bringing this work through to all the places that it is shared and brought to. It all helps amplify our intentions just that little bit more. So remember to love yourself and the planet. Remember to go easy, to allow that ease to find you, to accept that any help that's on offer. And I will see you all again next week. Many blessings, namaste, whatever is meaningful to you. It comes from the heart and it is sincere. Okay. Thank you all so much. I will end the transmission and see you soon.